Solent Ships. Good afternoon. Which Derby Jess, that's all received, so thank you. Local through traffic at the moment for you. And the Queen Anne due to get underway from 46 berth, crucial. Inward bound to contained terminal. Bit of a delay on the Queen Anne away at the moment.
That's all received, thank you.
Ahoy, shipmates! I've just been to a rum tasting. Now that I think about it, going to a rum tasting before a live stream, probably not the best idea. But it was good at the time. Had some lovely cocktails. It was an event sponsored by Mermaid Spirits. Based over on the Isle of Wight. They make a number of gins, zesty gin, normal gin, something else.
Oh shit, catastrophe VTS. Afternoon again, sir. Catastrophe VTS, that's all received, thank you. Good afternoon.
They also make a salt vodka using salt from the Isle of Wight Salt Company, which comes from the sea. They evaporate it in tents. And they also make a rum, which is quite complicated. The chap was telling me all about it. I'm not sure I could. It involves importing the rum from somewhere in the Caribbean, and then they add things to it, local honey and plums and different fruits, and then they rebottle it and send it back to the States and charge more money for it. So, also very confusing to me, but it's all rum-based products, so I would love that. Apparently, the Queen Anne is away shortly. You can see a couple of shipmates on the bow there. Queen Mary 2 is also here, so I'm expecting maximum haulage today. The Queen Anne and Queen Mary 2 are looking at each other. If I could just zoom the camera out and show you, couldn't I? I have to explain these things to you. I can show you pictures. Here we go, here we go. More zoomy. There we go. And there is the Queen Mary 2 and the Queen Anne. Like I say, so I'm expecting some good deal of haulage here. Let me check the outside microphone. Oh, functioning. Excellent. Great. So 4 o'clock is the departure time for Queen Anne, and Queen Mary 2 is due at 5 o'clock. So I think it's really good that the Queen Anne has to pass Queen Mary 2. At the moment, Cam is broken. I've been chatting to the people down at the Southampton Sailing Club, which is where Cam is based, and I haven't heard back from them, but they've either lost internet or power or both. He told me he was going to send someone down there to try and sort it out. He's actually on holiday somewhere. Well, shipmate Martin Coffin, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for coming over. Get yourself down to the galley, grab yourself a mug of grog, and make use of the member benefits the channel has to offer. Which one of them is, I've set up this new, so we have a Discord server, which is how I hear the VTS, which you can join if you're a member of the channel, or a Patreon, or a PayPal, I don't know. The alternative now is because a lot of people said they can't get on with the Discord server for some reason. I don't know quite why. They can't log in, or it doesn't work. All sorts of people seem to have problems with it, which it's fair enough. So I've now added a live stream of this is the live stream of the VTS radio itself. So you get a little image, but also you get the radio. The greatest advantage of this is because it's on YouTube. You can rewind 12 hours, which is quite helpful because sometimes I don't quite hear what the pilots are saying for the numbers on board. Too many people up on deck. What's the weather like? It's not. Yesterday, when I was busy working, was absolutely fantastic, I thought, in port. Beautiful, sunny, warm. Today, I had a gentle breeze, around about 7 knots. 14 degrees centigrade, 73% humidity, and a visibility of 26.4 nautical miles. There'll be Queen Anne, she's away first, and she's off on a round trip to Norway and the Northern Lights. She's calling in Ålesund in Norway, Tromsø in Norway. In fact, it's an overnight in Tromsø, Norway, and then Narvik in Norway, again, a overnight in Narvik, and then Stavanger in Norway, then back to the port of Southampton. Queen Mary 2, on the other hand, she's just nipping over to New York. 7-day, one-way cruise, Southampton to New York. But what I did notice is that cabins are available from about £550. Obviously for an inside. £550 for 7 nights on the Queen Mary 2. Well, shipmate Georgina Stevenson, I just noticed that. She said, have you finished your coffee run yet? No, I haven't even. I've not been very well for the last week or so, so I've not even looked at my coffee rum. I shall endeavour to turn it into an espresso martini at the weekend, because I think it will be perfectly suited for that sort of thing. So I will give that a go. I've got all sorts of. I've been on a mission to design the perfect espresso martini, and I think the Monk coffee rum might well do a really good job. Apparently the Queen Anne is slightly delayed. I don't know why. It's said on the radio earlier. Let's have a look. What's the current? Yeah, Queen Anne away at 5. On Queen Mary 2 is now moved to 6 o'clock, which I will not be able to cover, unfortunately. I have a prior engagement. I probably need to go back to the rum tasting. That's probably what I should be doing. No, I'm not going back to rum tasting. I've actually got something else to do. So look, I've been neglecting the chat. I've just noticed across. Or there, Georgina Stevenson. Or there, Alpha Mama. Or there, Mrs. AEO. And or there, Elizabeth G. Or there, Edward Coates. Or there, Sue Hawkes. Or there, Pam W. Well, there should be Randy Barnes. Oh, he's over there in San Diego. It says it's cloudy. Oh, last time you came on, you said it was raining. Sounds like you've got our weather, shipmate. Well, there's Steve McGuinness. Well, there's Catherine Alacia. Oh, shipmate Just Puffy. Oh, it says he's sitting on a balcony in Bilbao. I believe, if I remember correctly, he's on the Disney Fantasy. Well, it should make Alpha Mama. It says, rum tasting sounds a good plan to me. Mermaid is a great company. Yes, apparently they've got a new one coming out. It's a winter gin, and it's going to be in a purple bottle, but only available from John Lewis. So I'm going to have to make a special trip to John Lewis. So I've got a complete collection of the Mermaid products. Oh, yeah, Just Puffy is on Fantasy. Yep, I'm reading slowly back through the comments. Shipmate Tony G says, can't wait till next year. Sailing on Queen Anne in the Queen's Grill aft cabin. So we're definitely flying a flag for you to guess. Oh, I love it.
Southampton VTS, Queen Mary 2, Queen Mary 2.
And then we've got Queen Mary 2 on the radio. There she is.
Yeah, Queen Mary 2 VTS, good afternoon.
VTS Queen Mary 2, good afternoon, sir. Just give notice for our 1745 departure time today.
Queen Mary 2 VTS, sir. Yep, we got you down for 1800, 1800 departure, sir.
Yeah, so Queen Mary 2 away at
1800. Okay, all copies, sir. Thank you.
Call the shipmate Alan Bridgen. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member.
That's all, sir. Thank you. And your pilot to be with you approximately 20, 30 minutes before your sailing time from the shore, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. That's all received.
Shipmate Alan, grab yourself a mug of grog down the gallery. Make use of the channel member benefits. There should be some links there somewhere for you.
Richard 6 VTS, thank you, sir.
Yeah, so Tony G, well, we'll look out for that. I do like a mystery flag. I like a flag to guess. And yes, I think your aft cabin in the Queen's Grill, a great location there, shipmate. Very jealous of what you've managed to coordinate. I think I'm back. I think I'm back up to date. I may have missed a few chats there. Apologies if I have. It takes me a little while to go through the questions. Shipmate Matthew Bateman says, asking when the ship's leaving. So we got 6 o'clock departure for the Queen Mary 2 and the Queen Anne. She's actually due away about 12 minutes ago, so she's actually running a little late. I'm not sure why. Could be. I think there might be some other traffic coming in, I noticed. Unfortunately, I was a little bit held up myself due to an impromptu rum tasting by the Mermaid Spirit Company. Do you know what? I haven't even looked to see what's going on at the weekend. What's going on at the weekend? Oh, we got 4 ships Saturday, 3 ships Sunday, and 4 ships Monday. Gosh, it's a busy weekend. Well, the shipmates, we're back. 118 says ahoy from the canals of the mighty landlocked Birmingham. Allegedly, Birmingham has more canals than Venice. I won't make any other comparisons. I should just leave it at that. Yeah, it's not the best weather. Yesterday, absolutely fantastic, but lovely and warm. Certainly a day that I would like to have been out on the water. Unfortunately, I had other work to do. I've relocated the VTS radio to the cruise cam location, so in fact the antenna is right next to this camera. And it's definitely improved the signal. Absolutely brilliant. Fortunately, it does pick up too many signals. I might have to tweak with the radio. I'm not quite sure.
Yes, Red Jet 7, good afternoon to you. Town Quay to Cows, please.
Red Jet 7 test, that's all received, thank you. Nothing committed for you at the moment.
Thank you.
Southampton VTS. Red Osprey, unfortunately. Permission to continue, please. We've covered the traffic.
Red Osprey test, thank you, sir. And the sea line's still working there as well. Ocean Scene, also on a docks tour.
Ocean Scene, Red Kestrel.
Red Kestrel, Ocean Scene.
Yeah, good afternoon. Just let you know we're going to 48, sorry, so we can have a green screen, please.
Yeah, green screen, thank you.
Thank you.
Red Kestrel, she obviously finished her last run for the day. Then she typically comes over and docks along here. In fact, you'll be able to see it on box cam shortly as she comes across. I wonder if that's what Queen Anne might be waiting for. Yeah, so we'll see a dock right in front here on that empty berth at the bottom of the screen there. It's looking very calm over on the Solent.
BTS, ABP Swift.
ABP Swift. Who are you?
ABP Swift, BTS, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. We're just returning into the Empress now, and we'll be closing down for today.
Swift BTS, that's all received. Thank you. Good afternoon to you.
There's ABP Swift. We probably have a good view of her on Itching Cam if it was working, or Netley Cam if I managed to open up the app in time, of course. I imagine ABP Swift is a work barge. Oh, do you know what? I think I've just noticed Itching Cam's back on. Yeah, can't see it. Oh, let me have a look. No, Itching Cam's still offline. Definitely a problem down there with the electricity or the internet. I'm suspecting internet is the issue there. The shipmate Sue Hawks is up there in the Isle of Sheppey. So they had the Waverley go past, of course. Yes, she was headed up your way. An unusual sight on the water, isn't it? Very distinctive silhouette. Certainly something we don't see very often here in the port of Southampton. And I've entirely failed again for another year to get on board. Well, the shipmate Karen Peach from the Isle of Man. Up in there in Douglas. I don't know what the weather's like on the Isle of Man. Probably not too bad. Shipmate Bradley Barnes, he's been watching podcast channels on old liners and the history of their lives. Interesting what ships' lives were, he says. Yes, it is fascinating, isn't it? How long the ships last, what they've been up to, how their names change as they when they're new, they often work for a premium company. Then as they get older, they change lines and end up being floating hotels or fisheries or canneries or something. They've got a few more movements, just 2 today, 4 tomorrow, which are the Emerald Princess at 4 o'clock, the Celebrity Apex at 4 o'clock, Silver Dawn at 7 o'clock, and the Embassy Virtuoso at 8 o'clock. I think I'm probably only going to do the first 2 tomorrow. I have a commitment for later on. Interesting that the Queen Mary 2 is at the Queen Elizabeth II terminal. I can quite confidently say that that is probably the worst terminal in port. City terminal is not much better. Well, the shipmate Cassie Lassie. So I've been on Queen Mary in Long Beach. I used to live in Tucson, Arizona. I might be off to Tucson, Arizona at some point. Good friend who lives there. Well, shipmate Rose Valor, just the sort of shipmate I like. So this channel was great. I'm in York, so was considering going down in person. Well, what's happened to the radio then? Nothing on the radio.
VGS, Queen Anne.
Ah, there we go. Back with the Queen Anne again. Yes, come on. What's happening?
Queen Anne VGS, sir. Afternoon again, sir.
Yeah, afternoon, Andy. Well, that's us all ready to get sailing. We'll go into stations and hopefully underway shortly.
Queen Anne VGS, that's all understood, sir. Thank you. Local through traffic, and also got the Skagger Bank. She's just out of the dry dock, swinging, and she's going to proceed down slowly from watch points with yourself.
VGS, Queen Anne, many thanks.
Another comedy ship name there, I've noticed. Skagger Bank. Skaggen Bank. There you go. A little tiny general cargo vessel. Skaggen Bank. Well, shipmate Stu, many thanks for your kind donation. Much appreciated. Skaggen Bank. Not quite as funny as Sri Wangi 3 that we had the other day. That's still, I think that's my favourite ship name for the year. Looks like Queen Anne's going to stations. Well, the shipmate Cassie says, remember to go to Saguru National Park in Tucson. I've not been there. I wonder where it is I'm actually going. I'll let you know which. It's the neighbourhood I'm actually going to visit from my friend. Is in the north of Tucson. Can't remember the name. I've not been. She used to live in eastern Washington State, and now she's moved to Tucson. Actually, no, she's moved to Phoenix. My apologies. Someone else I knew lived in Tucson. Yeah, just north of Phoenix, in Anthem, Phoenix. That's where I should be going. Oh, there's some smoke out of the chimneys. It's always a good sign.
Cap Cows VGS, that's all received. Thank you. No major movements at the moment for you. Skaggen Bank VGS.
VGS, Skaggen Bank, clear of the dock, can proceed now at slow speed and let the Queen Anne out ahead of us.
That's all received. Yep, they're just singling up now.
Thanks.
Well, apparently they're singling up. I can't see much evidence of that personally. Shipmate Cassie says it's pronounced Thawa. Not particularly helpful. I love these. It's probably a Spanish name. I always struggled with that in the States. As you walk around the States, there'd be all sorts of names that were in Spanish, and I'd pronounce it a French way. Being English, that's what I would do if it's a funny-looking foreign word. And that was never right. Well, the shipmate Sherry Cole says we're going on Queen Anne next Christmas. First time on Cunard. Well, I hope you like it. Well, the shipmate Paul Belbert says any other Channel Island residents here today? Oh, that's a good question. Channel Islands is not. Don't often hear people from the Channel Islands. You're obviously not far away. You're the stop that cruise ships seem to totally fail at stopping at. I'm hoping there'll be some great deal of Hornish today. Cunard ships are normally pretty good at hooting and honking, and of course Queen Anne will be passing Queen Mary too. Just the right timing. Sometimes they do it round the other way, and I don't like that. This is definitely the better way. Yeah, four ships on Saturday. No Iona this Saturday because she's headed off. She's gone down to Spain. Sunday, 3 ships, the Norwegian Prima, Regal Princess and Arvia. They're well timed, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Monday, we've got 4 ships on Monday, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock and 8:30, bizarrely. Norwegian Star at 5 o'clock, the Disney Fantasy at 5 o'clock, Independent of the Seas at 5 o'clock, and then Ada Perla at 8:30. I wonder what the weather's like. Maybe I can get a drone in of the Disney Fantasy arriving Monday. Let's check the weather for Monday. Weather for Monday morning looks perfect. Okay, let's see if I can work my magic. Get a drone flight in of Disney Fantasy arriving. See a few people milling around Queen Anne. I haven't heard any passenger numbers, although I did arrive.
Sea Line, Queen Anne.
Queen Anne, this is Sea Line.
Yeah, good afternoon. Just to let you know, we're just letting go on 46, outbound shortly.
Copy that. I'll just stay close to the key out your way.
Many thanks.
That's the Sea Lion there. She's not quite sure what she's doing. She's either monitoring or surveying, or if you look at her track, there you go. She's been a busy little vessel there. Let's see if I can show you what she's. There you go. You can see her busying around. She's probably surveying the area. They're probably going to dredge it shortly. I can change the speed of this somehow. There you go. She's just surveying, scanning the area.
She has 6 knots, I think.
Yeah, Richard 60 Jess, yeah, you got the Sea Lion still bedloading there. The Queen Anne signaling up at stations. Will be departing very shortly from 46 berth. And the Singer Skagenbank passing 106 now.
Skagenbank. Well, shipmate Michael White. Ooh, what's shipmate Michael White up to? He's our far-flung colleague in Bangkok.
French Navy.
But apparently he's not in Bangkok. He's in Malaga. You've exchanged a different environment there. Good to see you on board, shipmate.
All covered, thank you.
Zero trade of ETS all received there, thank you. If you can take caution, please, passing through St Helens with the 2 anchored vessels there.
Helens has got 2 anchored vessels. What's in St Helens anchorage then? Let's have a look. Can't see anything.
ETS Red Eagle, hook boy out.
Oh, there we go. The lines are coming down.
Ready, go ETS, thank you, sir.
Oh, shipmate Michael White's back in Southampton next week. We'll have to coordinate a visit to the Dancing Man, shipmate.
Yeah, we'll start with ETS, and on the Calshot gauge I have a 4.2 points.
Here come the lines up. Almost singled up now. Shortly away. Hoping that we will experience a good deal of haulage. I think we should. Queen Mary 2 is away in an hour and a half's time, so they should have plenty of crew on the bridge.
Red Falcon with Jess, good afternoon. The Witstar, East Bramble Boy, North Channel in. Queen Anne about to let go from 46 berth, head out, followed by the Skagenbank.
The Skagenbank, I think, is holding back for the Queen Anne. Well, the shipmate Laura Bennett says, hello, big fans of your channel. Thank you, shipmate. My son, who is autistic, watches your channel every day. We went on the Disney Fantasy. Ah, excellent. A good choice of ship there, shipmate. Could you say happy birthday to Joe Bennett, as it would make us... Well, ahoy there, Joe Bennett, and a happy birthday. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. And if we're lucky, we're going to get some decent hocking today. Actually, I didn't check the weather. Which way is the wind blowing? Well, it's not much of a wind, so that's probably helpful. It's not neither advantageous or disadvantageous, I don't think, in that direction. Ideally, it would have been from the southwest, as per normal. But, you know, I think we'll be all right. I think we should hear something. Shipmate Michael White will be here until the 16th. Well, I'm off on the group cruise on the 14th, so it'll have to be sooner rather than later. And I'm actually been approached by a company to film a launch of a ship in France, which I'm debating whether or not to go. So our group cruise is the 14th, and the ship launches in...
BTS, the Ocean Scene, that's us all finished at Mayflower, heading back round to Millstone Point with just 3 crew on board.
Ocean Scene, Southampton BTS, that's all received, sir. And proceed with caution, close to Skagenbank, now passing 104 berth outbound. And next year away from 46 berth, the Queen Anne. Line's gone, head out, should be outbound.
Oh, all lines down now. Yes,
and it's all received, sir, thank you.
Yes, I've been approached to go and film the launch of a ship in Nantes, north-west France, on the 13th, the day before the group cruise. I'm trying to work out if I can actually go across. I don't really want to be late for the group cruise. I feel as though the captain should be on the group cruise. That would probably be a little remiss of me if I don't turn up for my own group cruise. So I've got to plan carefully, I think, is what I'm saying. Well, I'm looking forward to filming a launch of a new ship, though. Very much so. All lines are in. I'm going to make the executive decision to pop the outside microphone on. And of course, a noisy bus comes past. There's Queen Mary 2. Oh, it's almost up to box cam. Our excellent Spaniard Carmen said that it was a bit wonky, and I must confess for a second or two I did doubt her, but no, she's absolutely spot on. It is a bit wonky. What's happened there then? The wind's blown it. Now we've got noisy motorcycles going past. Well, the shipmate Jodie, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. I don't see too many people out and about on the decks. I might have a little wander with cruise cam. See if we can see any flags. I know one of the shipmates said they're going to be in one of the aft cabins. So they're going to be over here somewhere. Oh, there we go. As is typical of Cunard, someone in a bathrobe. Always somebody in bathrobes on Cunard ships. Lovely cabin, that one, though. Corner location.
Ocean Scene BTS, that's the Queen Anne, underway from 46.
That's all received, sir, thank you.
Somebody's got a very bright orange hat on, bottom left-hand corner. Can't see any flags, though. Have a little look along the starboard side. No, quite a few people on their balconies. No flags. No flags along here. And no flags along here. Just the noisy pizza delivery mopeds. And there's the UKDC line. She was on the radio earlier. She's going to get out of the way. Well, the shipmate Simon Pat says, hi Hi, it says, can you tell me how the ropes are released from the dock? Ah, good question there, shipmate. So what they do is inside the well deck there at the bow of the ship, where we saw the lines go down, the lines actually attach around a windlass, and they pull it tight, and that's how the vessel is moored. So when they want to go, they release the tension on the lines, and then down on the dock side you'll have a linesman down there, and once they've released the tension on the line, they'll just pop it off the bollard, it plops into the water, and then they'll winch it back in. Shipmate Peter Johnson said the QE2 terminal could not hold a candle to the previous beautiful Grand Ocean terminal in its decor and warmth. Sadly demolished without heritage consideration. Wouldn't be surprised. I must say the QE2 terminal is not the best. Shipmate Stewart says, need to get the minions on the walking camera. Yes, indeed. And I do have quite a lot of things I need to catch up on. I was hoping for some haulage by now. Very disappointing. What's going on? The Queen Anne is off on a 7-day, a 12-day round trip, Norway and the Northern Lights. It's quite an interesting cruise, this one. Hopefully you'll see the Northern Lights if you're on board. It would be a treat. She's off to Ålesund in Norway, then Tromsø in Norway for an overnight stay, then Mavic in Norway again for another overnight stay, and then Stavanger in Norway just for the day, and then back to the wonderful port of Southampton. Not even had any honking for her as she departs. Come on, Cunard. Get it together. Let's have some honking. Shipmate Tom Morris says, don't tell me that. I boarded Enchanted Princess there next month. Oh. Sure what the comment was referring to. Oh, I see. But Mary Morgan says, worst terminal in New York. It'd be awful. Yeah, I must confess the New York cruise terminals weren't exactly... Yeah, they were on a par with the QE2 terminal. Very similar indeed. In fact, I might even say the QE terminal might be slightly better. You felt like when you arrive at the New York cruise terminal, like your excess baggage. You know, you've just stowed away on a container ship or something. Oh, there's the ocean scene. She's been busy having tours for the Southampton International Boat Show. She's been doing little harbour tours. There she is. Just heading round the stern of Queen Mary 2 there. Oh, there you can see her on there on the right hand side of the screen. No numbers yet from Queen Anne. She has a maximum passenger capacity of double occupancy of 2,996 and maximum occupancy of 3,353. I suspect she's probably somewhere around the high 2,000s. Called Queen Anne, only a year old, built in 2024, launched. It's got a number of sister ships actually, the MS Koningsdam, the MS Nieuwstandam and the MS Rotterdam. Typical Cunard conversation there. They never disappoint. The Cunard ships are always very vocal towards each other. Much approval from the Solent Ships YouTube channel here. I do enjoy that. I'll knock the microphone off now. For some reason I'm picking up all sorts of children now. There must be some... Had to have the last word. Not quite sure which one. I think that was Queen Anne. Good exchange of horns there. Cunard never disappoints. It's not often we see too many Cunard ships together in port at the same time, so they always seem to give us a good display. What would be great is if we had 3 or maybe 4 Cunard ships in port at the same time. I'm sure that would be horn madness. Well, the shipmate Danny says, best honking ever. There's some good honking there. Queen Mary 2 particularly, very deep horn. I think she's got more horns than I gave her credit for. She's definitely, possibly, I think, the loudest cruise ship in port, with her sort of like harpy one, but she's definitely got a really low one as well. I think that might be it. Difficult to tell. Again, like I say, an excellent performance from the Cunard ships there. They certainly do perform well on the haulage front. Well, shipmate Laura Bennett, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member of the channel. Grab yourself a mug of grog down the galley. Make use of the channel membership benefits. Shipmate Kathleen said this is how all cruise ships should be honking. I totally agree with you. It should be mandated. A minimum of 30 seconds worth of haulage during your departure is required at the port of Southampton. Maybe we should get some sort of public vote involved for it. You can see quite a different look between the two ships, the Queen Anne and the Queen Mary 2. Queen Mary 2 being an ocean liner, of course. Queen Anne, a mere cruise ship.
Queen Anne, BTO. That's all received, sir. Yep, go ahead.
10, correct.
Oh, lost.
2810 and 121. All received, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sam, for repeating that. So, passenger and crew numbers there. I couldn't hear it when Queen Anne was saying it, but Sam luckily repeated it. Thank you, Sam, there. So, Queen Anne has 2,810 passengers, as I thought, in the high 2,000s, but not exceeding maximum double occupancy, and 1,214 crew. So that's around about normal crew attendance. Right, now let's get my cameras pointing where they need to be. Itching cam is down at the moment. They've got a problem with the internet, all the power, all down at the Southampton Sailing Club. There we go. What's that? Something coming in.
Queen Anne, BTO.
VTS, Queen Anne.
Queen Anne, VTS, traffic updates. Got the Wit Star. Outside the greens, passing the breach now, inbound, followed by the Red Falcon.
VTS, Queen Anne, many thanks.
Yep, there we go. Passenger numbers and crew numbers for Queen Anne. So she's off on a 12-day.
Yes, sir. Yep, they got the Skagen Bank following the Queen Anne out.
Skagen Bank. Great name for a ship, that one. Well, there should be. Danny says, will you be live streaming the group cruise?
Southampton VTS, the Will Freedom, just leaving the Empress down to the east.
I will indeed be live streaming.
Well, Freedom VTS, that's all received, so thank you. I'll take it you back in.
I will indeed be live streaming the group cruise. I've worked out how to do it. When I departed on Norwegian Aqua earlier in the year, I've discovered the best way to do it. If you try and live stream directly from the ship, it's not always very good, although the internet was very fast on Norwegian Aqua. So using the Starlinks, it was very good. But what I've discovered is if I live stream from my computer in my cabin, then I can connect to that remotely, and that seems to work much better. Hi there, shipmate Liz McLachlan. Says, after all, just back from bridge class, and that's the card game, not the ship steering group. I'd quite like to go to bridge class. Sounds like fun. Well, shipmate Anna says all three queens together would be amazing. I think there's four, isn't there? Queen Anne, Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth, and Queen Mary too. So if we get four together, that would be amazing. Next away is the Queen Mary 2. There she is. She's not due away until 6 o'clock now. She was due at 5, which would have been much better timing. And that vessel there, you can see on the right-hand side of the page, is the Skagen Bank. She was the dry dock. I'm not sure what she was up to. Maybe a bit of maintenance. Well, should be Edward Coates. So he likes the crew and passenger numbers.
Southampton VTS, the Wit Star, Hook Boy, bound for 22.
Which Star VTS, all received, sir, thank you. And the Queen Anne, Northwest Netley out, followed by the Skagen Bank.
That's all copied, thank you.
I know some people have referred to the...
Southampton VTS, good afternoon. It's the Red Falcon just passing the Hook Boy inbound.
Red Falcon VTS, thank you, sir. As I say, the Queen Anne, Northwest Netley, followed by the Skagen Bank, Western Shell.
All copied, sir, many thanks.
Shipmate Kevin Slater says they found the Princess Wi-Fi very good. I wonder if that was Starlink as well. Oh, shipmate Nicola Lambeth. Oh, she's been doing some research. 3 queens are due in early 2027. That's quite a way away.
VTS Skagen Bank, yeah. How's away now to the west?
Skagen Bank VTS, thank you, sir. Got the Red Falcon and the Wit Star approaching SO.
Understood.
So looking through Queen Anne's various itineraries coming up. She is in and out the port of Southampton and Hamburg, and then in the end of January, well, beginning of January, she heads off on a 109-day round-trip full world voyage. Prices starting from about £12,000. That looks pretty interesting, actually. It is from Southampton to Southampton for 109 days. I suspect, and I've looked at these things before, it's the cost of the Wi-Fi package that I find alarming. You pay for the, oh, there's some nice lights there. You pay for the very calm water there today. You pay for the cruise, so it's about £12,000 for the cruise. It's probably about £3,000 for the Wi-Fi package. So that departs on the 11th of January on Queen Anne, and it calls in at Funchal in Madeira, Santa Cruz in the Canary Islands, Tenerife, then São Vicente Islands in Cape Verde, then the Walvis Bay in Namibia. It's a good cruise between those two. In fact, that's 8 days at sea. That's pretty long. Then Cape Town, overnight in Cape Town, Port Elizabeth and Durban in South Africa. Then St. Denis in Reunion Islands, Port Louis in Mauritius, Colombo in Sri Lanka, Klang in Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Hong Kong, Manila in the Philippines, Benoa in the Bali Island, Bali, Indonesia, then Darwin in the Northern Territories, Australia, Arley Beach in Queensland, Australia, Brisbane in Queensland, Australia, Sydney in New South Wales, Australia, then Port Vila in the Vanuatu Islands, then Suva in Fiji, Honolulu in Hawaii, Los Angeles in California, of course, then Guatemala, through the Panama Canal, hopping into the Dutch Antilles Islands of Curacao and Aruba, pop up to Miami in Florida, head across to Ponta Delgado in the Azores, and then back to the port of Southampton. Sounds like a fantastic itinerary. That is all round the world. Starting at about £12,000 for an inside cabin. Like I say, by the time you've added on the drinks package and the Wi-Fi package, probably closer to £24,000, I suspect. Well, there, shipmate Cassie Lassie, welcome. Many thanks for your kind donation or super chat or sticker or whatever it is. I never quite work out what those things are on YouTube. Shipmate Lisbon Clucky says, when Queen Anne leaves on a round the world trip, we have 109 days till we board her. Oh, excellent. You can follow her around the world.
Southampton VTS. Red Osprey, good afternoon. Just departing Southampton for Cowes, please.
Red Osprey, Southampton VTS, all received. UKD Sea Lions, working off 4041. I've got two outbound vessels, Queen Anne at Lanes Lake, followed by the coaster Skagenbank, Dean's Elbow outbound. Queen Anne is clear channel.
Oh, copy, sir. Thank you.
Shipmate Randy Barnes says, great itinerary, left out San Diego. I think you've got a vested interest in San Diego there, shipmates. As the next departure away is the Queen Mary 2, and she's due away at 6 o'clock. Unfortunately, I have a prior engagement, so I won't be able to cover Queen Mary 2, but it should be on our live streaming cameras anyway. No need to panic. I've got quite a busy weekend coming up. There can't be too many more of those, I don't think. We've got lots of the ships departing one way over to the Caribbean and such like. But like I say, we've got 4 ships on Saturday, 3 ships on Sunday and 4 ships on Monday. And it's a little bit quieter. There's 4 ships on Wednesday. Queen Anne, Regal Princess and Celebrity Apex on the 8th of October. I don't think I'll be doing that one either. Well, shipmate Cassie says, can't believe it will be October the 1st on Wednesday. I know, I was just noticing that as I was looking through the schedule there. Is a little disturbing, isn't it? The nights are getting shorter. Won't be long before the clocks will be going back, and then it really will be dark. What else is on next week? So we got the 4 ships on the Monday. Nothing until Aurora on the 2nd. Britannia and Borealis on the 3rd. Friday. Then next Saturday, back up to 4 ships again. Independence of the Seas, Iona, MSC Virtuosa and Ventura. Nothing on the Sunday or the Monday. Tuesday, just the MSC Preziosa. And then Wednesday, I've got an H4 ship Wednesday. The Hanseatic Nature base should be over in Cowes somewhere.
Red Osprey, Southampton, BTS.
The Celebrity Apex, the Queen Anne, and the Regal Princess.
Osprey, go ahead, sir.
Osprey, BTS, traffic update, inbound vessels. The Red Falcon, Red Jet 7 approaching Cadlands, followed by the Wit Star. She's up for the Empress, over.
Oh, copy, sir, thank you.
Yeah, so still quite a lot of activity coming along. It'll be more towards the end of October, beginning of November. We'll start to see the ships disappearing in droves or fleets. I'm not quite sure what's the. I suppose it must be a fleet. It's a fleet of ships, isn't it? I suppose. Say Queen Anne is just looking back through Queen Mary II's schedule. So she's off to New York. Then she's got a couple of New England, Canada, Quebec. Then she's back to Southampton. Then back to New York. Back in Southampton again. Have a quick look. Where's her around the world? Oh, she has a beginning of December. It's a 27-day round trip, transatlantic crossing and Caribbean celebration. That looks pretty good. Ah, yes. January the 11th is again. She's on a 109-day world voyage. She's going around the other way, so she's heading to New York.
Tom. Even Jamie, have a good one.
And she's doing something very similar to Queen Anne, but round the other way. So I don't know if you go round the other way. Does it mean you lose a day or gain a day? I can't never remember working out the international dateline. Well, this shipmate, Chandrisk KB, I'm not entirely sure I want to be reading your message out. 90 days to Christmas. Humbug. Oh, maybe. Well, at least I can do my Christmas live stream again. I'll try and do that. It's been a total failure for the last 3 or 4 years. I will need to practice this year. Last year when I tried doing, or this year, depending on how you look at it, just as I went to broadcast, it had all sorts of updates. So I shall rehearse for that one. Shipmate Steve Gatwick says, you gain a day, go to bed on a Thursday, wake up on a Saturday. Gain a day? Does that mean you gained a day? Or does that mean you've lost a day? Oh, I don't know, it's so confusing. I do remember travelling from somewhere to somewhere, and we went over the international date line and had 2 New Year's Eves somehow. Can't remember quite how that worked. It was all very confusing. But if you travel across the international date line on a small vessel, lots of people have a little celebration. I think it's called like a Neptune party or something. And they stick seaweed on you, throw a bucket of water over you, make you drink some rum. Oh, shipmate Ruth Herbert says, will the 2 world cruises meet at some point? You know what, I was thinking the same thing. Let me have a look. I think there's a possibility they may. Let's have a look. Where would they meet? Australia? I think no, they're very close in Australia. Not in Darwin together. So Queen Mary 2 leaves Australia on the 14th of March, and the Queen Anne arrives in Australia on the 8th of March, and arrives in Brisbane. Darwin on the 8th of March. Oof. No. They're not going to be in the same place, but they may well pass.
Bridget 7 VTS, yes, you may proceed with caution. UKD Sea Line still working off 4041, both over.
Yes, copy.
They may well pass quite close to each other. Shipmate Steve Gatwick says, yeah, they don't meet up, but we cross paths somewhere, but no meeting. Shame, there would have been a great party. Yes, I know, that's what I was just thinking. No, the pity is, although I suspect some of those ports aren't capable of having 2 large vessels in them. But yes, it would have been fun to sort of meet up. Yes, sister ship. They both leave. When do they leave? They both leave on the 11th of January. Well, then that's interesting. Now, if they're both departing on the 11th of January, I'm anticipating the potential there for fireworks. Round the world cruises are often accompanied by a selection of fireworks. Although I'm not entirely sure if I'll be in port on the 11th of January. I'll have to check.
Mission seen, Southampton VTS. All asleep, sir. Have a good evening. We'll speak to you tomorrow.
Yes, I'll have to coordinate my movements for that. I might have to be remotely live streaming from somewhere else in the world. Just to be ambitious with my content as per usual. In case you're wondering, shipmates, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting to you live and direct for the Port of Southampton. A mere 70 minutes into the broadcast, and the captain's remembered his banner. So if you have a 70 minutes on the captain's banner bingo, you have won. Certainly looking like very favourable conditions out there today. Very calm. Not like some of the conditions we've had recently with incredibly windy conditions and tugs pulling the cruise ships out. In fact, the other day I think it was the Aurora, or was it the Ventura? One of the P&O ships ordered one tug up and tried to depart, and only made it a few metres away from the dockside, had to go back and order another tug. Have a second go at it. Very unusual. Never seen that before. There'll be more of this bad weather to come, I would imagine. Well, as you mate, Randy Buzz, it's a great calm photo. Yes, it is very calm out there today. It really is. Looks like the weather is, look at that, barely got 5 knots of wind, and it's coming from the east, which means Southampton water gets particularly protective of the water there, so you don't get a lot of ripples and bumps. You can see that rib there, got a good speed on and very calm and smooth. And there she is on the other side of Cowshot Spit, the Queen Anne. Shipmate Nicholas also thinks next week's supposed to be nice. You know what? I've been so busy, I've not even checked the weather or anything other than today. Let's have a quick look at the weather. So Saturday, cloudy, Sunday, potential rain. Yeah, no, you're right. Next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday look very good. And then the weekend, of course, looks very wet because I'm going away. So that would make sense.
Southampton VTS, good evening. This is the Red Falcon passing northwest Netley inbound. Permission to maintain speed?
Red Falcon, VTS, good evening. Yes, sir, you may proceed. With caution, UKDC line still working off 41 birds, over.
All copy, sir. Many thanks.
Yeah, so I was just browsing through the ship schedules. So we'll be live tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Will Freedom, Southampton VTS, channel 12.
Sunday at 4 o'clock.
Will Freedom, VTS, good evening, sir. Question, where are you bound this evening, over?
And Monday at 5 o'clock.
Back to Portsmouth, or receive many thanks.
We're now heading off on a 12-day round trip to Norway and the Northern Lights. Hope you get to see them. If you do want to see the Northern Lights, you can take the ferries up that way, the hurdy-gurdy ferries. And they've got a light on in their cabin, which the Northern Lights are visible. The little light comes on and you can pop up to deck and take a picture with your smartphone. Often the best way to see the Northern Lights is actually with a phone, though. phone camera. They're very good at enhancing the picture. But she's off to Norway, calling in Ålesund in Norway. Then an overnight in Tromsø. And then another overnight in Narvik. And then just a day visit to Stavanger. And then back to the wonderful port of Southampton.
It's Melton, Southampton BTS. Good evening. Melton BTS, that's all received. Many thanks. Queen Anne, Southampton BTS. Good evening.
Oh, I can't pick up Queen Anne.
Queen Anne, Southampton BTS, that's all received, sir. I can see no immediate traffic to affect you, however.
I was picking Queen Anne up on the radio. Not Queen Anne. I was picking up ships down at the Cowshot Castle before. Maybe the environmental conditions aren't quite there today. Well, the shipmate Hans Olaf Mork, Stavanger. He likes Stavanger. He's our Norway-based shipmate. He's up near Bergen. She is about to round the Cowshot spit. It's indeed very calm out there this evening, unlike previous weekends. Queen Anne is, I would say, probably on the smaller side for some of the cruise ships we get into the port of Southampton. Not small, probably sort of medium small. 113,000 gross tons, 323 metres long. Rather annoyingly, she was christened in Liverpool, which I think is a real crying shame. Should have been here in the port of Southampton. Right, shipmates, I shall continue to follow the Queen Anne, but I do need to make a rapid departure. So I hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. If you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. If you have subscribed, many thanks. And to all those members of the channel, PayPal donors and Patreons, I thank you for your continued support. And of course, I couldn't do this without the help of the Blue Spanner crew, who are looking after this live stream, and also all the other ones. And we'll be back tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday and Monday. So until next time, shipmates.
BTS is Skagen Bank, lookout main channel to the west.
Skagen Bank, Southampton BTS, that's all received, sir. Looking ahead, I can see no major movements western Solent for you, over.
Nothing from the west, okay, yeah, thanks.
Bridget 6, Southampton VTS, very good evening. That's all received, sir. Traffic information. Queen Anne, Castle Point approaching Calshot outbound, main channel to the east, clear channel vessel. She's followed by the coaster Skagenback approaching the Reach. She's out to the western Solent. And Red Osprey passing SO out for you, over. First Newark VTS, that's all received, sir, and have a good evening. Bargate, Southampton VTS, good evening. Bargate, Southampton VTS, that's all received, sir, many thanks.
VTS Red Jet 7, Town Quay to Coast, please.
Jet 7 VTS, all received. Still have the UKDC line working off 4041 berth. And Jet 6, South Bramble Inn, over.
Copy, sir, thank you.
BTS Reading will shortly departing East Coast.
Red Eagle, Southampton VTS, good evening. All received, sir. Do have the Queen Anne at Bournemouth outbound to the east main channel and clear channel. She's followed by the coaster Skagenbank at the Calshot. She's down for Western Solent. And the Red Osprey approaching the Hook outbound, over.
All copied, sir. Thank
Hello, VTS. All received, sir. Have a safe run in. And we'll speak to you next time, please.
Southampton VTS, Red Osprey, Hook Boy out.
Red Osprey, VTS, Cook Boy out. All received. The Red Jet 6 Castle Point inbound for you.
Thank you.
Eagle, Southampton BTS. Eagle VTS onto Yek. Disembarking pilot E-Sleep, then out Western Solent, over.
BTS Red Jet 6, passing northwest at lane, but permission to continue speed.
Red Jet 6, VTS will receive them with caution to the sea line, working off 4041, over.
VTS, let's receive. Thank you.